Backrooms is an urban legend and creepypasta describing an endless maze of randomly generating office rooms and environments. It is characterized by the smell of moist carpet, walls, and a monochromatic tone of yellow and buzzing fluorescent lights. Internet users have expanded upon this concept by creating different levels of the backrooms and entities which inhabit them. As I read, I laughed, not understanding the reality of the subject. I shook it off my shoulders. I carried on by my usual day. I remembered I needed to go to the store to pick up some alcohol for a party I was hosting at my place. I went to the Metro Market, fairly close to my home, not too far for a walk. I'd say around a 15-minute walk. As I progressively got closer, the eagerness of the alcohol I was desiring gathered more and more. I started sprinting to the store, not knowing what was ahead of me. I walked into the store, greeting the normals I see on the daily. Did I forget to mention I work there? Well, I do. I know everything in the store by heart. I make my way to the alcohol aisle and realize that they're out of my favorite, Pink Whitney. Since everyone knows me and everyone knows I work here, I can go into the storage area where they keep all restockable products. I walk into the storage area straight through the employees only door and walk to the alcohol section. I take a couple bottles of Pink Whitney and walk to the cashier. I set the bottles down and she scans them. As I pull out my wallet, I swipe my card and declined. I swipe again. Declined. I tell her I'm going to put the bottles back. Okay, she says. I walk to the storage area, set the bottles down, and notice something in my peripheral. A door I've never seen before. I walk to it and it's already slightly opened. I push it open hesitantly and walk in. Before I knew it, I was falling down a vent, screaming, shouting, panicking. I hit the floor out cold. 2 minutes later, I awoke and looked around. Moist carpet, walls with a monochromatic tone of yellow, and buzzing fluorescent lights. I pinched myself. I thought that I was dreaming until I realized I didn't wake up. This was real life. I run for my life through the endless maze. As I run further and faster, my asthma kicks in. I struggle to thrive for air. I hear a siren, thinking it's a way of getting out. Thinking it's the police. It's a rescue team. Thinking it's the SWAT team. I run closer to the sound to be greeted by a tall skeleton siren head. The screeching noises of cries and a distinct siren are blaring. I run only to be mangled and dismembered by such a creature. It hurts to write this. My son was the best person to have ever been brought into this planet. Our family loved him, as well as his co-workers. There is an ongoing investigation of the backrooms. called tests. They're trying to seal the crack into the back rooms, as it is a shift in our dimension. I'm sorry that I had to write this in first person, but that is the only way I could as I watched the camera footage that was in the back rooms as well as in storage footage. The horrible CCTV screams and audio. I'm sorry, Jonah. I love you. Humans can lick it too. One night there was a girl and her parents left her home alone because they had to go out. They thought she would be okay home alone for one night because she had the dog to protect her. They told her they would be home in the morning, so they left. The girl locked all the doors and windows, but one it was very hard to push down the lock, so the girl left it. She said it'll be fine and went upstairs. She got ready, brushed her teeth, etc., and then she lied in bed. She put her hand down near the bottom of her bed, and the dog licked it, so she knew she was safe and went to bed. She woke up at around 3 a.m., heard a dripping sound coming from the bathroom. She shook it off and thought it was the faucet. She said to herself, it needs to be fixed. She put her hand down again and let her dog lick it, went back to sleep. She woke up at 4:30 a.m., heard the dripping again. She got up to go fix it. When she walked in the room, she saw her skin-dead dog hanging in the bathroom. Written in the dog's blood was, humans can lick too. Don't turn around. I know it sounds like the typical scary story, but I mean it. You didn't listen to me, did you? Oh, I guess it's okay. No one can really resist. Wondering why though? I feel the need to say I'm sorry. While you read this is on your device, getting in far enough to even wonder why I need to apologize. Well, I need to explain. I have doomed you. Well, those of you that looked behind you anyway. You ever see the dust shift in the sunlight out of the corner of your eye? Ever see the shadow move in the darkness, but can't quite see it? Or does your cat stare at a wall or corner for no apparent reason? Yeah, the cats really are the only ones that can see them clearly. Well, clearly enough. They watch our every move, waiting for the perfect moment. And if you never see them, you can live your life normally, as if they aren't there. But for the unlucky few that notice them, well, they aren't normally around long enough to see it. That's why I'm writing this, to warn everyone. I'm sorry, but once you've read this and know they are there, they will make themselves known. They need to. They can't have the world knowing that they exist. They are the reason that every child is scared of the dark. They are the monster in the closet or under the bed. They are the beginning of every nightmare. They feed off the fear, off of your fear. That strike of terror that you is not impossible. It doesn't matter though. Once you have seen one, that's it. Your number is up. I told you they are always watching, hiding under the cover of the distant reaches of your vision. I bet you can feel it now, resting on your back, reading over your shoulder. It knows you haven't got long left. It looks like a person. Well, almost like a person. Look out the corner of your eye now. It will be there. But pretend you don't notice. The longer you can ignore it, the better for you. There are no secrets to beating them. There is no outrunning it. You can turn on the light if you want more time, but it won't help you forever. They will still be there. Just move to another shadow. Maybe outside looking in the window at you. They are patient, very patient. I used the light. It helped for a while. But then they play with you, make your lights flicker just enough to breathe on you or touch you quickly. They are cold, very cold. That shiver that you felt just now, that was them playing with you, testing to see if you noticed them or not. I bet you are wondering how I know all this. And again, I must say I am sorry. So sorry for condemning you to the same fate. It took me a few hours ago now. It scared me out of my wits. That was the last thing I remembered before now. I'm so hungry now. Did you see it? The movement out of the corner of your eye. I bet you did. And now you know you are next. Better watch your light bulb. I hope it doesn't blow. At least not before I get here. As I said, I am so hungry. And you smell delicious.